The Commissioner of Police in Lagos State, Akeem Odumusu, has ordered the immediate release of NSAS protesters. Recall the protesters alongside Instagram comedian Mr. Macaroni were arrested at the Lekki toll gate on Saturday morning. The suspects were detained at Area J Police Command Elemoro Ibeju Lekki. According to TVC, CP Odumusu ordered that about 35 persons arrested in connection to Occupy Lekki protest be released immediately. You know, this government, they are just falling in the hands of all these protesters. You were meant to just protect them. Yes, they will talk, they will do this, whatever, this thing, the media will be there, the journalists will be there to interview them. Nothing will happen. Now you have arrested them, now you have created names for yourself. At the end of the day, you are still telling them to be released. Then why arrest them in the first place? What do you think?
It's absolutely embarrassing at this point, because if you're going to be there as a security network, you're meant to support the protest and actually make sure that the protest is, it's carried out with no disruption. But then you are the person that's actually disrupting the protest. They literally came there and yesterday there were so many tanks coming in with new gears, new uniforms, and from 7 they've been arresting unarmed protesters. It's like there's literally it's not even up to 100 people that are there. They didn't actually come out, and these protesters are unarmed. They have nothing with them. So I don't understand what's the correlation.
It's very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Protect them. Yes, they will still live. They didn't come there to fight anybody. We didn't hear that any of them came with any form of ammunition. You were just prepared as if you were going for war. And see the way everyone is talking about their uniform. So you could have all of these things. And some people are even saying that what you are even enjoying now is as a result of the protest that people made. At least, even if you want to, the idea of even rough handling them is even what I don't even get. I don't know. These people cannot think. And it baffles me. They always tell us that Nigerian police, they go outside the country to go and perform one thing. They are the best. They are the whatever. And I don't even know. And I think it's the same thing. When Nigerians, they leave this country, they once they get to another country, they behave well. But as soon as they come back, they just remove that and they begin to misbehave. Because if you go anywhere outside the country, if you do anyhow, you see anyhow. So I always wonder what kind of orientation, what do they always go abroad to do? I mean, the police, they will tell you, our police is the best in the world. How? I don't understand. But once they are here, it's something different. And people have been complaining about, it's all about leadership. They are just falling into the hands of these people because you are making them hero. And some people are coming out to tell you that why are they there in the first place? That serves them right. Oh, they say they are miscreants. Oh, there's more to this protest. What is more to protest? They have told you what the problem is, but you are deviating and telling us maybe there's something else they are looking for. Some are even saying, army should kill all of them. They are miscreants. I don't understand at this age and time. At this age and time, we know that the impunity in this country is something else. But since Buhari came, the Buhari that came with the 3 mantras that fight corruption, economy, and what is this third one? Let there be change. But at the end of the day, they change everything. That they say the change must start from you. I don't just know. Like I've said, all the things that the people are demanding for good governance, it's not as if you are going to use your personal money to help anybody. It is the people who have contributed in one way or the other. And at the end of the day, you will squander everything. The worst part of it is that they go and borrow money and they will use it to fund their lifestyle. People will be asking questions. They will say, who are you to ask questions? So now, why would you in the first place arrest them? Because they thought, maybe, because kudos to these people. Some people were like, just 10 people, 5 people. Yes, those are the heroes. Every other person sitting down at home, you are making noise. These are the heroes, even if it is 2 people. But I never envisaged that these people will be there in the first place. Because the way and manner to which the government has been threatening since on Monday. If you go there, this and that. Like Mohammed was telling us a manner of stories that if anybody goes there, this and that, anything you see when you carry. These people were there, they dared them. That's to tell you that forget all this use military to be harassing anybody, using police it will not work. So why arrest them in the first place? Now you are telling them to release them. Everybody is prepared. They say, pikin will say, mama no go sleep. That pikin say, no go sleep. If you think that you are going to continue to make life uncomfortable for the people, yes, there's a limit at which you are going to push them, and they will reverse. There's a limit. They will reverse back and face you. So of what use is now all this gra gra? You arrested them. You arrested them, not telling them to be released. Okay. Akim Odumosu, Commissioner of Police, is really sensible. Releasing the young protesters, one just feels horrible. Looking at what Nigeria has turned to, is this the same country one grew up in when and how did things go so terribly wrong? It has always been a gradual process, and the worst part of it is that when Buhari cried how many times? For 3 times he could not win. He was crying. One of the times he failed, he didn't win. And everybody thought that this man has gathered a lot of experiences, but see what is happening. Oh my goodness. This is very, very unfair. We've never had this bad before. We have never. And he does not speak. All of these things that have been lingering for a very long time, since the beginning of this year. At least let's even talk about last year. Last year has gone. But this year, this man has never even spoken anything. With all this shambolic live broadcast on the 1st of this thing. 1st of January. A lot of people say for him to have spoken that day, of course, what he read, he was the only one that even understand what he read. For him to have spoken that day, we know that it's going to be another 5 years for you. Okay, maybe another 3 or 4 months. I don't just know. Simple thing like 2 words like this, would have calmed everything. Why can't you beg people? Why can't you apologize to people? Why can't you say I'm sorry? Why can't you say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that? But when election time comes, they will not be going from pillar to post. They will not be begging people. The same Buhari and Tinubu, that one self has not even been talking about anything. We have not even said. If Buhari cannot talk, what of Tinubu? He cannot even say anything. They were the one up. They were going from pillar to post before 2015. In 2014, they were going from pillar to post. They were marching the ground. They were blowing hot. They were blowing whistle. All manner of things. Nobody even looked at them. You see now they are there now. They don't want people to say. Didn't you have the opportunity to talk? You were going on and on with your protest then, because good Lord no get on a time. Now you are doing nonsense. You say people should not talk. And the worst part of it is that some people will now come and tell you that why should you do this and that? This and this and that. In fact, it is really terrible. Who ordered their initial arrest? Yes, somebody is asking the Commissioner of Police who ordered their first arrest. In the right sense of thinking, the DPO in charge of the area should have obtained first-hand order, command from his boss before his action, earlier than thou in this regard by the DPO. No. Even the Commissioner of Police, they all knew. Of course, the people that arrested them, they didn't just arrest them now. That is the order they gave to them. But now they are beginning to see that maybe things are, they never believed that the people would be there in the first place. So now they are now seeing that people, this thing is going to turn to another thing. For the people to have dared you, even with the federal government ranting, shouting, blowing hot air that if you dare reach there, that something else will happen. And these people went there, say nothing where you go do, nothing. And they were there. I'm even shocked to my bone marrow. That they could be there. So now that they see that the people are not going to back down, maybe that's why they are changing their mind. Let them continue now. How many people they won't kill? And the more you keep people, the more you get the other people angry. So guys, let's hear your opinion on this. Thank you.